It was me, Jawad, Hannah, and Owen in one room. And I think that's four very distinct parts of the world. That's India, the Middle East, Finland, and the UK. So in terms of just the culture or the feedback that we were getting, it was so great that we could cover, because we all realized that we all wanted the problem to be solved, but we came from such different places that we were approaching it so differently. And as a mediator, I think that skill set is something that I was really able to develop because of this, simply because of the diversity that we have on offer here today.
I think I really enjoyed how hands-on the course was. I wasn't expecting that there would be so much actual practical simulations in the course, and I think this was totally unexpected to me that there was so much. But it was there was really no way to avoid learning when you were, let's say, a mediator, or even if you were one of the parties in the simulation.
The whole course is very informative, in the sense that when I expect, what I originally expect is something about mediation, but as it turned out, I know something about being a negotiator, something about consensus building, and it suddenly occurred to me that there is, for mediation concept, it has a very wide spectrum.
I have learned a lot. I have learned from the experience everybody brought on this platform. We have people who are lawyers here. We have people who are psychologists here. We have people, all different walks of life. Aside from that wealth of experience we have, the diversity. This is a really diverse space, from the student body to the facilitators and all the diverse people that, comes to these platforms, bringing a new, something unique to the country, to the discussion, which is very important.
I started with had almost zero knowledge about mediation, and after all these sessions, I think all of us have learned a great deal.
It gave me avenues of where I can go. Actually, that's really what I like. It has given me a sense of purpose, and I've learned a lot about my own self while doing this course. How am I as a person, and a lot of self-reflection and contemplation has gone through.
I just like how flexible this was as well. Like, for anyone at any age, at any profession, can take part to learn this and gain this experience. So I'm so glad that I, see a career for myself in this field, like dealing little, even minor issues at home or in your, workplace, anywhere. It has just changed my whole experience of how I look at a conflict, right? And how we try to rationalize everything. So I think I would recommend anyone for this and to learn this for that whole purpose, because it's not just as a career, but for your day-to-day personal life as well.
My biggest takeaways from this course was that, conflict can actually be resolved peacefully, even when it doesn't seem like there's a solution can be found. That, mediation is a gradual process, and I have to actually be patient while dealing with conflict.
One of the things that I learned is the act of empathy. Throughout our role plays, I see whether you're acting as a mediator or you're acting as a person, a party, every role player, you could see a time when they're asking themselves, what does it mean to be in the other person's shoes? And that, to me, was something which I will forever cherish.
I learned a lot from the diversity of skills, experience, knowledge from this group. And I really, really enjoyed it.
So I'm very grateful for this experience. honestly, it went beyond what I initially expected. The material was diverse and rich. So thank you very much for this generosity and for the purpose that IMI is serving worldwide.
Tributes to the organizers on pulling this together through technology. And when we think about it, it could only have been done through technology. What are the chances that all of us would have encountered each other in this kind of a forum in the real world? Highly impossible. And now we have this global connection, this global network. Also the support given to all of us in the process of our learning, no matter where we were in the process of our learning, I think was extremely notable. All the modules were very connected. You knew that you were building on the knowledge of the previous session in a very, very constructive way. And the self-study, the support for self-study. I mean, I'm not that experienced with self-study, but the amount of material, the freedom to dive into what you wanted to dive into, the freedom to choose the content you wanted to get immersed into was, I think, very helpful to the core curriculum and to the simulations, which everyone has already mentioned, was the heart of our learning. No matter what role you were in, you were constantly learning. I think this was 20 weeks of constant learning, and so refreshing. I will so miss, as many of us have said, I will so miss these sessions and the interaction we've all had coming from our different corners of the world.
I'm glad that I participated in this course, and thank you so very much, because the way it's organized gives us such a wide spectrum of the application of the Harvard principles, which is very good. And of course the webinars and also the course materials, they're all very, very good. Yes, thank you so much for it.